Dear students, welcome back to our channel Mechanical Engineering Made Simple. I hope you are all well preparing for AMV examination, Assistant Motor Vehicle Inspector. Whether it is APPSC or TSPSC, wish you all the best. I think you have started your preparations. Start your preparations from right now onwards. So please watch my channel, get benefited, get your subject improved. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment and share my channel. Okay boys, so wish you all the best once again. So let us jump into the question. We have discussed 163 questions, so we will start from 164th question and approximately see about 10 questions which are very important from your AMB examinations. I have made a playlist which is useful for APPSC and TSPSC AE or AE examination which are likely to be conducted and notifications are going to come for mechanical engineering. So I have made a separate playlist for that. Please watch it and get your subject improved. Okay, and also there is one more playlist for your GATE examination. Of course I have not made many videos in that, but it will be useful for beginners, fluid mechanics. Okay, so let us see the questions today. In a 8 cylinder engine, the mean ratio of maximum to mean torque is approximately. So here it is he is talking about the 8 cylinder engine. This is a multi cylinder engine, right? So now he is asking the mean ratio, the ratio of maximum to mean torque. So how many times the mean ratio compared to the maximum torque. So here the ratio is mean ratio of maximum to mean torque. So here, so the ratio is about the maximum and mean torque. So here the answer is little more than unity, that is greater than 1. So definitely 1.01 something like that. Okay, but 0.9, that is less than unity, or 0 or 8. Only 8 is given to only confuse you because it is a 8 cylinder engine. But the actual fact is that the ratio of maximum to mean torque is approximately a little over unity. Unity means 1. Say approximately 1.1 maximum, 1.01, 02, etc. Okay, your answer is number 1. Next question. In multi-cylinder engines, the power output is X uniform. So here X and Y are blanks. Uniform due to Y in frequency of power impulses. So here X and Y are blanks. Okay, you have to fill up the blanks. So is it more increase, or is it less increase, or is it more decrease, or is it less decrease? So here the answer is more uniform due to increase in the frequency of power pulses. So in multi-cylinder engines the power output is more uniform. So power input is more uniform. What is the reason for that? It is because of the increase in the frequency of power impulses. So more and increase is the correct option. So mark the answer A. Right. Next question. The multi-cylinder engines of comparable size would have a surface to volume ratio, S by V ratio. This is very important. So it is surface area to volume ratio. Okay. So this is a very important parameter in the design of the engine. Engines, especially multi-cylinder engines. So here the ratio is more. It is more. Neither it is less nor 0 nor infinity. So 0 and infinity cannot be the cases. So you have to choose between more and less. It is more. Multi-cylinder engines, the surface area to volume ratio is more compared to the single cylinder engines, is the answer. Next, compared to single cylinder engines, the multi-cylinder engines. So today what we have discussed, we are talking about the many differences between the single cylinder and multi-cylinder engines. This particular video is totally completely we are discussing in this video the bits multiple choice questions for single cylinder and the comparison between single cylinder engines and multi-cylinder engines. Okay, right. Compared to single cylinder engines, the multi-cylinder engines, they need a dash size of flywheel with dash response. Here what do the dashes or blanks imply? So here it is smaller size and the response is quicker. Smaller and quicker. Your answer is D. Let us come to that. It is smaller and D. Smaller and quicker. So your answer is D. So that means in multi-cylinders we need a flywheel of smaller size, and because of that, compared to of course single cylinder engines only, because of that their response is quicker. So multi-cylinder engines are always, they need smaller size flywheel and their response is very quicker. So that's why we will go for multi-cylinder engines. Next question. In case of multi-cylinder SI engines, they are more dash to pose torsional vibrations problems, but mixture distribution becomes dash. Here A and B are again dashes only or blanks. Here what are the A and B respectively? So here the answer is that they are more prone to, in case of multi-cylinder SI engines, they are more prone to pose torsional vibration problems, but the mixture distribution too becomes difficult. There are both disadvantages because of the okay. So in multi-cylinder engines, these are the two SI engines. These are the two main disadvantages. They are more prone to pose torsional vibrations, and the mixture distribution also too becomes difficult. So here the answer is C. Next question. So yes, some bits are, we are discussing about the lubrication system also. Lubrication system is a very important topic as far as your IC engines are concerned or automobiles are concerned. So automobiles basically they belong to either SI engines or CI engines, spark ignition engines or compression ignition engines. Okay. So the book to refer for this is the IC engines by Mr. V. Ganeshan, which is a very important book. And of course you have to follow Automobile Engineering 1. So that is IC engines by V. Ganeshan and Automobile Engineering Volume 1 and Volume 2 by Mr. Kripal Singh. So probably your entire syllabus is covered. So please refer to those books and start your preparations from right now onwards. At least you have to prepare for 4 months. Then only you can ensure your success. Okay, boys. So please keep these tips in mind and then continue your preparations. Right. So here the answer is they are prone and more difficult. Distribution also becomes very difficult of the mixture. So your answer is C. Next question. In lubrication system in which a lubricating oil avoids the physical contact between the parts and the resistance of oil between the parts is due to oil is known as. These definitions are very important. There are 4 or 5 lubrication systems are there. Hydrodynamic lubrication, dry lubrication and boundary lubrication, etc., wet lubrication, etc., dry sump lubrication, etc. So please you should be in a position to distinguish between all these 4 types of lubrication system. So this particular lubrication system is known as hydrodynamic lubrication, in which a lubricating oil avoids the physical contact between the parts. Let us say, what are the parts in contact? That's called journal or shaft and also bearing, which supports your journal. So here so because of the application of oil between the parts, it avoids the physical contact between the parts, and the resistance of oil between the parts is mainly due to the oil only. This particular type of lubrication is called hydrodynamic lubrication. Okay, let us mark that. Next question. The type of lubrication found in piston rings, valves, train, piston rings and valve trains. So these are the two automobile components. So in this type of piston rings and valve train, so what is the type of lubrication present? So is it dry or solid lubrication? Is it boundary lubrication or is it hydrodynamic lubrication? Here the answer is boundary lubrication. The type of lubrication found in piston rings and valve trains. This is the boundary lubrication. Your answer is B. Next question. Out of hydrodynamic H, dry D and boundary B lubrications. So here I have given short forms. The coefficient of friction will be, this is a very important bit, so please mark it, boys. So this is definitely, in my guess it is going to appear in the examination. So it gives the basic comparison between the hydrodynamic, dry or solid and boundary lubrications. Okay, so it is going to compare the coefficient of friction in all these types of lubrication. So here the answer is, it is maximum in dry or solid lubrication. So the solid lubrication is also called dry lubrication. So your coefficient of friction will be maximum, okay, in dry or solid lubrication, but it will be least in hydrodynamic lubrication. So your answer is D, maximum in dry and minimum in hydrodynamic lubrication. Okay, right. So please go through the other bits also, right? A, B, C also, right? In any question, so read the bits A, B, C, D carefully and choose your answer. Next question. A lubricating oil. So, what is the purpose of a lubricating oil? So, basically, it is the decision between cushioning effect and cleaning effect. Whether it does both, serve both the purposes, or one A, or only B, or none of them. So, definitely, it is going to serve both the purposes. A lubricating oil provides both cushioning effect and also cleaning effect also. So both A and B are the answers. So your answer is A. Okay, boys. So uh, we have discussed today very important bits about the lubrication and then also comparison between single cylinder engines and multi cylinder engines. Okay, once again boys, please I request you, if you have not subscribed, subscribe my channel. I'll be discussing many important bits or MCQs for these particular examinations, so that you can improve your subject and face the examination confidently. Okay, and I have made one this telegram app is there, so you can join me my telegram group. If you join, definitely you will get benefited. I'll be posting some material also, so please join my telegram group. Okay, and also please share among your friends. Wish you all the best.